side pro until it said, don't think no thing can fit in. Yeah, I'm over the pond, might need help, my cup on senior citizen. I got a 5 in every read, hope act like she ain't Caribbean. I'ma think you 12, you leave your gun, I'm such as Rob Dillingham.
YouTube, welcome back to another video, man. It's your boy Sean 2 Trim, and today we're gonna take a break from the basketball highlights, the NBA highlights, just for a little minute, Today I have for y'all a wrestling video. Now I know you looking at me like, wait, Sean, you watch wrestling?
What?
Now, I used to watch wrestling when I was younger and growing up. Now I'm still in tune to the wrestling streets, but I don't tune in weekly like I used to. But today we will be reacting to heel John Cena is perfect. But now, if you've been in tune with these wrestling streets, if you keep your ear to the streets, you know John Cena is on his farewell tour and he just turned heel. There's no better time at the moment than now. Now, growing up, John Cena was my favorite wrestler. I personally think he's the GOAT. You can argue with a wall. I don't care. From seeing that at a young age, hustle, loyalty, respect, always the good guy, to me being 21 now.
Damn. I'm sorry.
And John Cena is a heel, I love it. Now, if I'm being honest, the inner child in me is hurting. But still, we got heel John Cena in the big 25, so I'm not really complaining. I ain't gonna do too much yapping, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man, and we about to get right into the video, man. Let's do it. Talk to me.
I'm not going to do any more appearances. I'm not going to do any Make-A-Wishes. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to be a bad guy.
John Cena just went off on the fans, and it has the entire fan base divided. After almost 2 decades, John Cena appeared on Raw as a heel for the first time and absolutely crashed the frick out. Kids were catching strays, fans were telling Cena to shut the heck up,
kids was
and it has
catching
the whole
strays?
WWE universe buzzing. Many are calling it Cena's greatest promo ever, while others are dismissing it as a lame, generic heel speech. But after going back and rewatching the segment multiple times, I've found 5 key factors that made this the perfect segment to introduce a heel John Cena.
All right, talk to me.
Prior to Cena's appearance on Raw, the crowd was excited. Everyone was speculating, will we get new music? Will we get new attire for Cena? What will his new music sound like? There were all these theories going around on Twitter and Reddit about a new corporate Cena persona. But what did Cena do instead? He came out with the same music, the same style of attire we've been used to for the last 20 years. No shakeups whatsoever. The reason why this is...
I ain't gonna lie. That's a heel move if I ever seen one. If you really think about it, if you're really in tune with these wrestling streets, man, you know John Cena has been hated more than he's been loved. Now, some people they have their reasons, okay? John Cena at one point was literally the WWE face of the company. He was winning all the time. He's a 16-time world champion on the brink of breaking Ric Flair's record. He was winning all of the time, and people got tired of that. Honestly, you seeing one person win and literally giving the keys, and you just gonna start feeling some type of way to the point where he was getting booed. You know, the kids gonna love him. The kids gonna rock with him regardless. But once we get up into like the midlife crisis people, my bad, I ain't mean to say it like that, but like the people who really like in tune to WWE, they gonna start getting tired of it. They gonna start thinking everybody else deserves a shot, but John. But the thing Vince McMahon did, he didn't care about none of that. Cena is carrying this company on his back. He's getting us the viewership. He's selling merchandise out the world. We gonna keep pushing him. We gonna keep pushing him. There's no reason to push somebody else when we got the main guy, John Cena, here. And people just got tired of that.
Brilliant is because this makes Cena absolutely uncool. It gives fans no reason to cheer this guy at all. This makes every Cena hater feel justified in hating this boring, bland wrestler. But another reason this is super effective is because of the effect it had on Cena's fan base, especially the kids. This isn't
Especially
like
the
Roman
kids.
Reigns going from the big dog to the tribal chief with a cool new music and look. This isn't Hogan going from red and yellow to all black with the NWO. This is the same John Cena that they grew up watching as kids and teenagers. This is their old hero. It's the same
Telling you,
person.
man.
It's the dude they've known for years. The same hustle, loyalty, respect guy. And that's what makes it cut deeper. If we had Cena come out to basic thugonomics or bad man with a new attire, he'd become the cool heel like CM Punk was in 2012 or like Edge was in the mid-2000s.
Right.
Instead, we got the same bland vanilla Cena, and fans were immediately disappointed. There were no animated gestures from Cena. He just walked to the ring, stared at the beginning of the second act, boo the hell out of him for what seemed like an eternity for a heel Cena. This set the stage. Cena got in the ring.
I ain't gonna lie. I did see a clip. They were in, I think, Belgium. And if you know anything, when the WWE goes out of the country, the crowds are immaculate. 10 out of 10. The crowds, like, out of the country are way better than the crowds in the States. And that's a fact. You could go look it up. But they were booing him down. Like, the last time I've heard John Cena got legit this booed this bad was ECW, I think in 2006 when he fought Rob Van Dam, and they hated John Cena. They wanted Rob Van Dam to win so bad that they literally had posters saying, if Cena wins, we riot. John Cena normally throws his shirt into the crowd. They were throwing it back at him, throwing stuff at him during the match. That's how bad that was. Fast forward almost 20 years later, this is just as bad. John Cena wasn't even a heel back then. John Cena was still perceived as a good guy, but to that crowd, they hated him. Now John Cena is the heel and getting booed. It's like a two-way street. Either I'm going to be the good guy that's going to get booed, or I'm going to be the bad guy that's going to get booed. And this makes the perfect sense as to why now is the time for John Cena to turn heel.
Ring, took the mic, and just stood there for a solid 2 minutes as the crowd let him know what they thought about him. I mean, just look at this shot. It's simply iconic. A broken man standing in the middle of the ring while fans demand answers. There are chants of, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks, you sold out." The crowd is booing, kids are booing, and Cena just stands there.
Not
2
the
minutes in,
kids.
Cena teases dropping the mic and leaving as the boos get even louder. And then Cena utters his first words as a heel, which is basically a carbon copy of the tweet he sent out earlier in the day. Cena then goes on to explain how the fans have been abusive to him, how they've used him for the last 20 years. Cena brings up how the fans hated him since he arrived in the WWE, how he changed his persona and worked hard to get the approval of the fans. But it was never enough. No matter how much he sacrificed, no matter how much he gave to the fans, no matter how many people he put over, it was never enough. And while you can pass it off as another generic heel blaming the fans promo, but this time, can you actually argue with it? Can you disagree with
You
anything
really
he
can't,
said?
if we're
Now,
being
of course,
honest.
Could there have been a cooler spin to this?
If we're being honest, you can't disagree. And deep down, every fan in that arena that was in attendance and every fan watching at home know that he low-key right. He low-key was spitting.
Sure, we could have had Cena go full villain arc and just say he was going to take what's rightfully his, that he was going to cement himself on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling by winning the 17th
Nah, that's
world
too
title.
easy.
He could have channeled the doctor of thugonomics. He could have dissed the fans instead
Now
of...
listen. Me personally, I thought he should have went back to the Doctor of Thugonomics thing. I ain't gonna lie. I low-key wanted to see him back in this gimmick. But the whole not changing the theme song, not changing the persona, the gear and stuff like that was perfect. But if I'm being honest, I low-key wanted him to go back to the Doctor of Thugonomics. If you know, you know.
of whining about them, and we know Cena is capable of that. But he did none of that. And that's what made this lame promo, as some fans are calling it, so perfect. Instead of just flipping his character into some new dark, evil, cool heel, we get to see Cena's slow descent into madness. We get to see this paragon of hustle, loyalty,
This is
and
about to be
respect bit
crazy.
by bit shed his principles and turn into a monster. We get to see him embrace the hate as Kane wanted him to do 10 years ago. Because currently, we're still seeing the human side of Cena. The same Cena we've known for 20 years. The same never give up guy. As he put it himself, while doing his best Roman Reigns 2016 impression, Cena said he's not a babyface, he's not a heel, he's just a human being, which
Tough.
perfectly set up the third act of this promo. Cena
Nah,
then went
not
on
the
to
kid.
first shut down the Cena Sucks camp by calling them awful people, before moving into the core of the promo that really sealed the deal. Cena went off on the Cena Nation, on the same fans that supported him, and he blasted them for stealing from him. For stealing from his personal life, stealing his time, and using him as a scapegoat for their failed lives. He ranted on how they just use the words hustle, loyalty, respect to make themselves feel better while he stands for it, while he embodies it. All they do is sit on the couch and spectate like NPCs while Cena is out here being great for 20 years. Cena continues to flame the fans for a solid 5 minutes, and nobody is safe, including this little kid who's probably gonna need therapy after that. Cena is going off against his haters, his supporters, and turning himself into someone nobody likes. The whole goal of this segment was to strip away all the qualities of Cena that made the fans love him and amplify the traits that made his critics hate him. It was to turn the few people who still loved him into haters. It was to turn John Cena into the most bland, morally superior prick, as Michael Cole called him, and to clearly position Cena as the villain in this story. No 50-50 crowds, no mixed reactions.
Straight
We're
hate.
turning Cena into the guy everyone hates, and not in a cool heel way, where fans love to hate him like they did with Edge or Randy Orton.
Because with this, the straight hate heel, where you just hate the person, like a JBL or maybe like a Triple H. Oh my goodness. When he say like cool heel, like CM Punk, like a cool heel would be like somebody that's obviously the bad guy but still gets cheered. That also happened with John Cena. John Cena was clearly the good guy, but everybody just loved the heel in that situation and will always cheer for the heel. With this situation, that's not gonna be the case. I'm already knowing. You gonna have your people that's for John Cena and glad that he's a heel, but you're gonna have the other spectrum of people that's just gonna hate it, no matter what. It's gonna be straight hate. There's no cool heel. There's no cheering for John Cena no more. It's straight boo, straight hate, and I'm here for it. I love it.
We're turning John Cena into a person that everyone genuinely dislikes. We're making him into 2016 Roman Reigns to set up the foundation.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless with features like hotspot tethering and spam call blocking included. Our phone plans keep you connected with
For the fourth act. After 15 minutes of Cena complaining against the fans, Cody Rhodes' music finally hits. This is the payoff of the last 15 minutes, to set Cody up as the definite hero, while Cena is the person everyone dislikes.
Right.
And the crowd clearly shows it.
Yep.
They are chanting Cody's name, they're singing his song, they're cheering him on, and then Cody takes the mic. Cody says what every Cena fan has been thinking for the last 15 minutes, that while the fans have given him the worst, they have also given him the best. Cena tries to dismiss him by calling Cody a kid, but Cody is having none of that and tells him to bring the real John Cena at Mania before calling him a whiny B-word. Now, this is not the first time we've seen Cena get flamed on the mic by a rival.
I ain't gonna lie. Cody was cooking. Cody was definitely cooking, but let's not get it twisted. If it's gonna really get down to that, Cody don't want to see John on the mic. Cody really don't want to see John on the mic. He got it this time. Cool. You can have it this time. You ain't let me talk. I was really about to say something to you, and you ain't really let me talk. Cool. But when it's time to cut that promo, oh, Cody better come with some material.
For decades, we've had the likes of CM Punk, The Rock,
Yep.
Roman Reigns, Edge, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, The Miz, and many others roast Cena on the mic. And Cena would always hit them with the
Fine speech. Fine speech. Fine speech.
and then go on to destroy them on the mic.
Oh,
but
bro.
this time, nothing. Fans were expecting to see Cena and Cody go toe-to-toe on the mic. They were begging for it.
Not
Was
yet.
Cena going to take shots at Dusty? Was Cena going to mock Cody for AEW? Was he going to ridicule him for being stuck in
Crazy.
mid-card for a decade? Was he going to call him a bootleg Cena? But no, Cena just stood there as Cody humiliated him and the fans cheered him on. No comebacks, no retorts. While this might look like a blunder from Triple H, but this was a genius masterstroke
I'm
that
trying
ties
to
into the
tell you,
fifth
if
and
you
final
know.
act. The one which might very well make the build for WrestleMania 41 bigger than last year for WrestleMania 40. I think we can all agree that the road to WrestleMania 40 was one of the best WrestleMania builds of all time.
Yep.
You had Final Boss Rock beating Cody up backstage. You had Cody going off against Roman and the Bloodline, Rollins, Owens, Zayn, the Bloodline. You had all these moving pieces, and it was just an exciting time. You had all the players on the board. You knew everyone's intentions, who was on whose side, and what was going to happen next. But now, the build to Mania 41, after that segment, it's going to be unpredictable. After the promo, Cody leaves the ring as the crowd cheers him, while Cena stands in the ring getting booed by the fans. Cena finally drops the mic and heads up the ramp as the crowd sings goodbye, proving all his complaints right. Cena looks back at the fans in disgust one final time before walking away. Never before in 20 years on Raw have we seen John Cena this broken. And that's what makes the build to Mania 41 even more intriguing. There are multiple theories being thrown out. There are rumors that we'll get a third man to side with Rock and Cena. There are rumors that Rock will turn on Cena at Mania and side with Cody. While all of that is speculation, this first segment of John Cena as a heel, where we saw this man, the same man we've known for 20 years, go off against the fans, voice his frustrations, and stand there defeated. It was like seeing an old friend you've known for years, but still don't know completely. And that's what made this segment perfect, in my opinion. But let me know what you thought about John Cena's first promo as a heel. Was it a hit or a flop? I
ain't gonna lie, man. This was beautiful. Beautiful execution. Beautiful execution by Triple H. It's only gonna leave you wanting more. But one thing I realized with this whole feud between Cody Rhodes and John Cena literally has so much material that he can throw at Cody Rhodes, and it's only a matter of time before he can get to it. Now, what they did here by not allowing John to say anything to Cody and have Cody just say everything was genius. Because, believe it or not, the fans want to hear what John Cena has to say, and they, including me, want to see them go toe-to-toe in a promo battle. John Cena has gone toe-to-toe with some of the best people on the mic in WWE history. And now we get to have a heel version of it. Back then, it was babyface. Babyface Cena would still crush you on the mic. Just imagine what a heel John Cena, a unhinged, a broken John Cena can do on the mic. That is scary for anybody. I don't care who it is, man. But this promo, this little back and forth, Cena addressing the fans, Cody coming out, beautiful first impressions. It's beautiful. It's gonna be crazy to see what happens in the build up to WrestleMania. I definitely can't wait. I can't wait to see what they do with this. There's no way you can mess this up. It's going perfect right now. Smooth sailing. You cannot mess this up. But if you enjoyed today's video, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you want me to react to more WWE content, make sure you leave a huge like and comment down below. Did you enjoy this video? Did you enjoy John Cena turning heel? Let me know in the comment section, man. This has been your boy Sean 2 Trim, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.